What's up, everyone? Oh, gotta turn this down here. Had a great weekend. I tried to sleep a lot. My Friday I don't get to because I just don't. I went to Pendleton because my wife had to have some blood drawn and, come back, blah, blah, blah. Do a little bit of grocery shopping and went home. Most of my day was spent that day, which was Thursday. Feels like my day just all rolls into one. My Friday is pretty much like a Saturday because the next day I feel like I felt tired almost all day yesterday. Because even though I actually went to bed like around, I would say like 9:30, and I think I slept until like 2 in the morning or something, and took a shower, got out, and went back to bed around 4 in the morning, and then woke up again around 11. So like I had a lot of sleep because I didn't sleep very much. I think I was up for like what is it, about 29 hours, almost 30 hours. It's pretty crazy. I did get like 5-minute rest. And then my kid was like, "Hey Dad, you're snoring." I'm like, So I just got up, made myself awake, got some water, went outside, dribbled the basketball. Didn't really like play too much, but like I played more today than I did yesterday, and I was sweating today. Just teaching my 12-year-old how to get better range on his shot, and because he's 12 and he can barely even get close to a three-pointer, and it's mostly because he didn't develop it growing up, and because he didn't like basketball. That's all my kids have said to me. They don't like it until they start playing it competitively, and then things change. But the one good thing about being able to have a weekend is the time that I can spend with my family. And even though I have the things going on, or I have to do other things, or whatever it is, I'm still making that time. And I think ever since I found out I was having kids, when I found out I was having my 14-year-old, I had to have a test taken at a place first before I even remotely considered that it was actually happening. And then we got back to the test, and then I started crying because it's a life changer, and having kids for me is everything right now. Like, I don't do all of this stuff that I do in life just for me. I might make these videos and stuff for me, but other than that, like, I try to do everything for them, because they're the ones who's going to carry on their name and develop who they are. And I've already pretty much done that, so I just gotta let them know how I got here, and hopefully they run with it and do a better job than I did in life. Because it's not over or anything, but they have more of a chance to make something of themselves starting at an early age than I do right now. Especially with some of the things that I've always wanted to do, which was play basketball, but that's never going to happen, so it's not even something I think about really. But what I do think about is maybe even being able to help out kids learn skills for basketball. And even if I don't make hardly any money out of it, I would love to just help kids in general. Like, if I had like this area where I could go instead of my backyard where it's just all gravel, be able to like help kids a lot better. And for me, it's not about like a group thing, and I know that's how a lot of skills coaches are, and those systems are all about a whole thing instead of individualizing people, because some people need more than others, and some need less, and when you have people that are already up to speed with most of the things that you're teaching, you gotta have to have, you know, something new for them to learn, and so that way they can practice that. Because for me, like when I sent my kids, and it's no knock on whoever is doing it, but like when I sent my kids, they felt like they weren't really learning anything because it was all basic stuff and nothing to their actual skill level. So that's one thing I've always wanted to do, even though I mean I have a portion of that with my own kids, but I know my oldest kid, he always wanted to be a coach, and you know, that's one way, honestly, I believe that I'd be able to accomplish two goals pretty much in one. Even if I only do it for 1 year, at least I'll get my name out there to show what I can do and help with. Because I'm not like a big X's and O's guys. Like, I'm not drawing up plans or plays or anything like that. I'm most likely just the person that sees, while we're doing the X's and O's, the openings and opportunities, and that's what I do with my kids in life. And even if it's just about school or you know, they just ask me a really weird question about life, and you know, tell them, and once they realize it, you know, once it becomes something a part of their life, or they run into the same thing, they get it. Like my 14-year-old, I know it's probably like not the biggest thing that everyone does or anything, but I don't even have to say it. We went over to a secondhand store to drop off some clothes, and my 14-year-old was there. He didn't really want to be there, but he was there. We walked in, and you know, an old lady was leaving, and he held the door the whole time, even though it was kind of cold outside. He held the door the whole time for her, and then as she got to her car, and he made sure she got to her car, he didn't walk her there, but you know, it was like 5 feet away, but he's like, "Have a great day." And whether or not she heard him or not, I heard him, you know. And you can teach that kind of stuff to your kids, but it's really up to them to actually show it, you know what I mean, to prove what they've learned in everyday scenarios. And I think they're going to be great people as long as they stay on the same path and understand life is hard. Life sucks. Life throws you curveballs. Life is not fair. It's, I mean, unless you're born into it or given it, you got to fight for it. You've got to earn it. You've got to do everything you can to do what you need to do in life. And if you're not doing what you want to do in life, then you're pretty much being stuck, and you're going to do that same thing over and over again. And that's what a portion of this is doing for me. Not only does it help me, you know, be able to speak better, share my thoughts better, use better words possibly, but it also helps me to show that, you know, things do change and things can get better if you just stick with it. So that's all I have for tonight. I think you're going to have a great weekend. Mine is just starting, or my weekday is just starting, our work week, and your weekend's about to get over with, so take advantage of it, because you only get 2 of them a week, and sometimes it's less. I'll talk to y'all later, guys. Peace out.